Welcome in, everybody. It's a coffee break time. You guys around? We have got all sorts of fun things planned for our day, and there's so many fun things happening in town and around town. But I wanted to warn you about something. I did not know that there was such a thing as a romance scam. Now we have people, everything in our lives is controlled by an app. We can do everything online, including find a new significant other. Well, romance scams are using those very apps to get in and take over someone's life. Let's take a look.
It's National Consumer Protection Week. This year's focus is on romance or sweetheart scams. With online dating and social media, it's easier than ever for you to meet new people and find dates. Unfortunately, scammers can bring heartache to those looking for love. Hi, I'm Andre Avery, United States Postal Inspector. In these romance scams, con artists create compelling backstories and phony identities to trick you into falling for someone who doesn't even exist. Just when the relationship seems to be getting serious, your new sweetheart has an emergency, or health issue, or wants to plan a visit. Whatever the story, they need money. Your money. That is the heart of a scam. But after you send funds, there's another request, and then another. Or the scammer stops communicating altogether. Here are a couple things to remember before you dive into an online relationship. Never, ever send money to someone you met online. Do your research and ask specific questions about details given in a profile. Make sure you go into virtual relationships with 2 feet firmly planted in reality. For more information, visit uspis.gov. And watch for more messages on romance scams this week.
Crazy. I never even thought about that, but it's especially an issue with the older population that might be new to online dating. And now there are new online dating apps for people who are older. And so it's just a wealth of information. The United States Postal Inspection Service is doing some wonderful things to let people know and to watch out for the people like moms and dads, or maybe a widowed parent that might be just lonely and looking for someone to kind of help with that and then get taken. Don't want that. Well, if you want to go to the zoo, remember that during the day they have a new Dino Trek exhibit. Keep these dates in mind. These things are huge. They're so huge. And I think if you got a kid that's homeschooled, it's absolutely fantastic to take them through. If you're studying dinosaurs or something in science, take them to the zoo and let them see it up close and personal. And you get an idea of how big these creatures were and a lot of that kind of stuff. And watching them place them in the woods and their little dino trek that you can go on, it's pretty cool. And they all are animatronic. They all move and they all growl and make sounds. It's so cool. You know what? We've got a big weekend in store, and Tracy Hitz with the Hitz List joins us, and she has all sorts of goodies to tell us about. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And I know I sent you the link to this show a couple of times because I was afraid that it didn't go through. So I just now sent you another link just to make sure.
Yeah, no, I had it. I just had a new software update, so it took me a hot second.
Oh, no worries, no worries. But I tell you what, you always keep our entertainment software updated all the time because there's so much going on, and you have the list.
I do have the list. Yeah, there is a lot going on, and the weather is perfect. I know everyone always talks about the weather, but that really determines whether I'm going out a lot or just a little bit.
Right. Same.
I'm always going, but. Awesome. Well, I'll start out with tonight, of course. There's the evening with They Might Be Giants. I've talked about the Brooklyn Bowl. Still haven't been there. My friends went to Lainey Wilson last week, and actually Hunter Girl opened for her, so that was exciting. But Brooklyn Bowl is a really great venue. So if you want to kind of go a little flashback, They Might Be Giants will be there today. And then John Mayer is doing a solo acoustic at the Ryman
Wow.
tomorrow. Yeah. So in his 20 years, this is the first time he's done like a big show acoustic. So that should be fun. And then Saturday, a couple of my friends did this last weekend. They went to so Big Machine has a place down on Broadway, but they also have one in Green Hills-ish, I believe. And they'd have live music there, but they have bottomless mimosas, which is vodka mimosas. And
okay.
and bottomless Bloody Marys for $25. So they said it was a good time and something a little bit different as well. And then also on Saturday, 90s brunch at Live Oak. I've mentioned this a couple times because usually someone we know is playing that, but I don't know for sure who's playing this week. But that's over at Live Oak starting at 1:30. And it's some of the best people in Nashville playing the 90s songs over that brunch hour. And they have specials as well. But I just love Live Oak in general. And then
I've never been there, and I've heard great things. And if you see it online, the pictures, the video is always fantastic. Fantastic. It looks like a wonderful place.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. They have it's great sound. The food is good. But they always have the backdrop, which is awesome. It just kind of brings a little bit more life to the party. And also they usually put up people's social handles so you can actually follow them. Again, they're big supporters of independent artists.
Wow.
Which I love.
Yeah.
And then I also love Black Hawk, and they're doing a Freeborn jam benefit. So it's Black Hawk and then the Outlaws, and that's Saturday at City Winery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that'll be a good one. And then again, Mark Oriet is a friend of mine, and he's super funny, sometimes inappropriate.
We always like to tell people, is it clean comedy or is it, maybe on the edge?
Yeah, I think it's going to be clean because the listening room has been adding a ton of more new shows. So they have the lunchtime now during the week. They're doing a happy hour, but they've got probably an appropriate spot. They've got Mark Oriet at the 10 p.m. slot on Saturday night. So that's a new slot that they've been doing. And I said, I think he'll be appropriate at the listening room. And he's not that inappropriate, just he has funny songs, but sometimes you're like, oh, I see what you did there. Type of thing. But I think that's kind of fun. Said something different on a Saturday night at 10 o'clock over at the listening room. I'm excited they started that one. And then Sean Mullins, if anyone remembers him back from the 90s, he's going to be at City Winery on Sunday night. And then we haven't mentioned this one in a while or maybe at all, but the Music City Bar and Grill is one of the best places, obviously, up by Scoreboard. And they play a lot of the older country, which is why I love it. But they have Josh Headley is going to be there on Sunday night at 10. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Mr. Jukebox. And yes.
Yes. I was clicking around and I'm like, no, what is that? Okay. So yeah, if you're looking for something to do again on Sunday night, late night, 10 o'clock, Josh Headley is over there. And then Monday it's called the Woofstock at the Winery, which is the intimate evening with Emmylou Harris.
Because if you want, the way to Emmylou's heart is a dog. I'm just going to tell you, it's a dog. And Woofstock supporting her Bonaparte's Retreat, which is an incredible animal rescue.
Yes, so that's an awesome event. That's Monday night. And then also Lauren Daigle. So Lauren Daigle was at the Ryman a couple months ago. Now she is at Marathon Music Works Monday night as well. So that's a great show if you didn't get to see her at the Ryman. And then for those people who can't get into the Bluebird on 3rd is on Monday night as well over at 3rd and Lindsley. And they just have a great show over there, but that's Monday night Monday afternoon at 12:30.
Mm-hmm.
So
those matinee shows are starting to get popular.
They are. I wonder who started that trend.
Backstage Nashville, which will be exceptional this week as well.
Yes, and also starting next week is Tin Pan South Songwriters Festival. It is my favorite event in Nashville.
Wow.
The talent there is amazing. So just don't even look. Just pick a place and go. You will not be disappointed with the lineup there. And then also Thursday through Saturday for next week, just to get people ready. It's the 7th annual Elvis Festival, which I think we talked about last year down in Franklin. So.
Elvis Week down in Franklin, and they do a fantastic job. And just because I wanted to make mention of this, Danny Myrick, George Dukas, Wyatt McCubbin, and Megan Linville will be at Backstage Nashville this Saturday. So
yeah, another great lineup over there.
Oh, I know. It's just there's so much going on around town and that we like to keep you posted. And the hitslist.com is where you can find anything that Tracy talks about. Fantastic stuff. And if you are an artist here in town and you want to be in the know and where to go and what to do, you get in touch with Tracy. Hitsandbranding.com. That's hits with a Z. Thank you, my friend. I love what you do for us. I appreciate you so much.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
She got more energy than an Energizer Bunny. She is something. Hey, there are some other things going on. Tomorrow, the grand opening. Saturday, the grand opening of the co-op in Gallatin, Tennessee. I just got to tell you, that's very cool. And over at Cedars of Lebanon on Saturday until 2 p.m., they're going to have here at the lodge, the Cedars Lodge, they're going to have a career expo, a career fair. So they're looking to hire folks if you're looking for something like that. This is also over in Hendersonville at the high school. The Spring Commando Craft Fair is 9 to 3 over there. And of course, it's flea market weekend. Big stuff. There's so much more going on. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. Elizabeth's with us. Angie has joined us. Let's see. Elizabeth, I ain't got to research when someone I don't know is asking for money. They ain't getting any. You're talking about our romance scams. Yeah, I know. Ain't nobody got time for that. Back to the romance scam. She says, I think I have my parents trained. If they aren't sure, they call me and ask, and thankfully take my advice. See, that's the good thing. If you got parents that take your advice, my mom talks to anybody who calls. We worried about Mama Pat. We worry about her sometimes because she'll just talk to anybody. Hi, Jerry. Praying for you, my sweet sister. I hope that you're doing well today. Ronnie. There's Ronnie. Congratulations. Thank you so much. He's talking about the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame. So proud of what you've accomplished. Keep it up, girl. Love you. Ronnie, I love you so much. And Steve Burney. Happy Thursday to you, my friend. Oh, I love when you guys join me. I just feel like we're having a big old party each and every day when you guys join in. Well, there is a place that I don't know if you know about. We talk about going on corporate retreats and corporate conventions and team building and all that. There's a place that I found out about in Granville, Tennessee. If you head out and take the Gordonsville exit east on I-40 and follow the signs to historic Granville, there is a resort called the Wildwood Resort. And I thought I'd show you a little bit about Wildwood, what they do. I always say Granville is like Brigadoon. It's like it appears in the mist. It disappears. And you're only really blessed and lucky if you're able to find it. Well, here's the Wildwood Resort there in historic Granville. doesn't that place look fantastic? Only 1 hour from Nashville. And if you're east of Nashville, it's less than that. I just love that. You guys, my friend Marla Sitton, speaking of another place that's a great corporate retreat, and that is the Smokehouse in Mont Eagle, Tennessee. And Marla Sitton is having a birthday tomorrow. So y'all, if you're around Mont Eagle, Tennessee, they have music on the mountain every Friday and Saturday night. So you can go out. It's free shows. And say happy birthday to my sister from another mister, Miss Marla Sitton. I love her with all my heart. All my heart. You guys, tonight, Main Street Media Night. Main Street Media Night at the Predators. Have you got your tickets? You gonna see me. We gonna be down there as you walk in the door. Come say hey.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd, the goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Experience Predators hockey all season long. Visit NashvillePredators.com/season tickets and join the Loyal Legion today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
You can make that wonderful Greek avoglamano soup. That's the chicken lemon soup. And you can make that with a base of Campbell soup. Campbell Soup Kitchen has all those recipes online, and you can look up the Campbell Soup lemon chicken soup. And the recipe is so easy and quick. Just a little orzo pasta, a little chicken, a little cream of chicken, a little lemon. It's something good. Well, a lot of people don't know anything about Cajun lifestyle. And we talk about Cajun restaurants and all that stuff. Look, ain't nobody going to do it better than the folks down at Hampshire, Tennessee. Cajun Fest is coming up May 27th. They bringing the crawfish up, Shaq. They're going to bring the crawfish up. And I was talking to my ride or die, Mona, and she says, I just don't know if I'd ever eat crawfish. And I said, but you love shrimp. Do you like peel and eat shrimp? Yeah. Well, just think of a crawfish as a freshwater shrimp. You crack open the tail. You don't have to suck the head or any of that other stuff. You don't have to do that. That's where some flavor is, and that's where the fat is in that. But you just take and twist off, and you squeeze the tail just like you do in peel and eat shrimp. Pull it out and take the vein with it. And it's just a big thing. It's just like a shrimp, only it's a freshwater shrimp. Cajun Fest will have a lot of it and a lot of great music. They also are going to be doing weekend music at the winery in Hampshire, Tennessee. And you don't have to drink to participate.
Some very good wine, the Cajun Fest.
Up on the stage.
Good food.
he had the heart and the determination. I saw it when he was over there swimming. I mean, he was bound and determined. He said, this is his race.
That's at Amber Falls Winery. May 27th, the new Cajun Fest is coming. They're going to have jambalaya and crawfish and Cajun music and dancing. And the crawfish races are always fun. Always fun. And always grab them from behind. You won't get pinched if you grab them from behind. I always said it sounds a lot like they're making up words when they sing in some of those. I mean, I know those were not the words to jambalaya. I'm just saying. There was that's okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's still fun. You can all sing in Cajun French. That's just proving it. Hey, our daily giggle brought to you by 50 Forward, 50forward.org. They have centers all around Middle Tennessee for people like me, 50 and over, who want fun things to do and a fun group to do them with. And they bring us our daily giggle.
Did you know crocheting was invented in 1829 by Mademoiselle Rio de something? We crochet on the farm to keep the hussies away. Hussies don't like to make things. These are farm facts with Granny.
I found her. She is a kick. Farm Facts with Granny. And if you want to follow her on Instagram, Granny Bibbins, Bibbons, Granny Bibbins, all one word. Follow her. She is just a hoot. And 50 Forward is asking us all to participate in the National Institute of Health's their research study for people, and go to joinallofus.org/50forward. All spelled out. Joinallofus.org/50forward. And just so we can be counted, so that they can see us and know what we are and know who we are and all that kind of good stuff. Hey, you know what? The soccer stadium just bought a whole bunch, a huge plot of land and a lot of the houses and stuff around the fairgrounds. And they're going to be expanding what they're doing. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to see some of the grass that they're using. I don't think about people farming grass, but we have sod farms here in Tennessee, and they are the place to go when it comes to the new soccer stadium.
We are here at Precision Turf Farms getting a sneak peek of our future field that will be going into our stadium. This actually started back in 2020. We came out here on our first farm visit. We were over in the field-grown sod where we selected our grass plot. Then we let that field mature for about a year. We came back this summer, laid it on this sod-on plastic, laid it down. We have now been top dressing about every 2 weeks, a quarter inch at a time. And our finished height of cut when we bring it from here to the stadium will be about 1.5 inches, 5/8. Athletes at any sport, they prefer grass over artificial. It plays better, it's a truer roll, a truer bounce, and it's a lot more stable, and it's better on players' bodies. And everybody likes to see and the smell of fresh grass. I'm excited to get into the stadium, get this grass in there, get some green color in the stadium, get the centerpiece of the stadium in, and get it working on it and get it grown in. And you know, it's going to be a fun day when we see boys in gold run out on this field for the first time.
So the Healing and Innovations story actually originated a couple years ago when my friend got in a car accident. That's really the true origin of the story. When he got into this car accident, he experienced a C5 spinal cord injury that left him paralyzed from the neck down. he ended up going throughout this entire rehabilitation experience, and that was the first time we saw what the continuum of care looks like for someone going through a serious neurological injury. And pretty quickly, it was evident that there was a need for something better, especially as you went from a world-class setting to some of these secondary care settings. Ended up kind of seeing the type of therapy that my friend needed and realized there was something we could do to help. And so that really started the journey. That's when we created our first prototype, built it in a garage. Looked a little bit different than where we're at today, but that's really the seed that started Healing Innovations.
There's so many people doing so many great things. The Nashville Entrepreneurial Center is an incredible place. It's a center where people talk about new ideas, where they get encouragement, where they get advice, where they get help. The Nashville Entrepreneur Center is a place where you can go to find out about innovative new companies coming to Nashville. And that particular one, I love that as a motivation, because it wasn't someone who says, man, we'd make a mint if we created this. Man, we could do this. No, it was a man who said, I know how to work with my hands and my brain to create technology, to create machines. And I have a friend who had an accident, paralyzed from the neck down. What can I do with what my giftings are to make his life better? That's really where it started. And I loved that. That was a really cool story. Luke Benda is that guy's name, and one of Nashville's wonderful entrepreneurs. Real quick before we get out of here, there are a couple of other things happening. Saturday, the Pegram Fish Fry at the depot. Don't forget, it's at noon. And go by there in the morning. Get you some fried. The catfish is so good. And coming up April 1st, the Smyrna Fire and Police Department are having their annual Easter egg hunt at Sam Ridley Parkway at the Lee Victory Recreation Park. And Friday, Brewster's Real Ice Cream is having their ribbon cutting ceremony at 4:00 in the afternoon. Go get you some ice cream over in Hendersonville. And Pup Fest coming up, all day adoptions at all 5 stores of Nashville Pet Products, a great locally owned pet store that has all your special needs pet stuff. All day adoption fair at all of their 5 locations, Saturday, April 6th. Some of the good stuff going on around our town. I'm so glad you guys join me every day. If you've got something to talk about and make sure that people know about, well, just send me an email, devinoday@gmail.com. I love to hear from you. I loves to hear from you. And I love when you guys interact on the show. You follow, you subscribe, and you share, and I appreciate that. You have a great rest of your beautiful day. I think the cold has moved out, at least for the day. Whatever you do, get outside today. We don't know. In Nashville, in Middle Tennessee, we get out while the getting's good, right? Be safe, be kind, and remember, most of all, you are loved.
We are home, we are family, we are things to do and place to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main Street today.